got the Nubian ring.
Punks jump up to get beat down. What's up, everybody? Welcome to another edition of Unbox. This is the boxing edition part two. What I promised you guys yesterday, there was going to be a part two. So like any Antox Unbox, let's first go with the Stogie. The notorious Conor McGregor got this in the other day. 10-pack box. McGregor was a boxer, right? He fought Mayweather. He started off as a boxer. Really cool cigars. If you order a t-shirt from my Redbubble shop, depending on my supply, you might get one of these. You might already have one in the mail. This is such a well-constructed cigar. It's on the lighter side, but does still have a little spice to it. But so well-constructed in the sense that I've never smoked a cigar that burns this well. You never have to relight it. You don't smell like smoke at all after it, or just a little bit. You can't really tell. So big up the notorious Conor McGregor cigar. They knocked it out of the park with that one. I highly suggest picking that up if you're a cigar fan. And then the whiskey today, I teased this a little bit yesterday. The whiskey today is going to be the John L. Sullivan Irish whiskey. John L. Sullivan was the first heavyweight American champ back in the bare knuckle days. This is definitely a lower end, but good bang for the buck. When I say bang for the buck, you want to get punched in the face for real? Take a swig of this. If you want to punch in the face. It's got a little bit of that edge to it. Just launch you. Like I say, wet the whistle a little bit. Swig it straight out of the bottle now because I do a lot of these things on my lunch break. And when I was pouring it in the glass, my wife had seen the glass in the sink when she came home from work. What are you doing, drinking whiskey during the day? So now I just do a little bit out of that, you know. So today I'm wearing my Brooklyn Boxing Irish Edition shirt with the Brooklyn Boxing Irish Edition cap with the B, with the boxer in it, with the Irish flag. This stuff, if you go on brooklynboxing.com, they do have gear on there. But I looked recently. I think maybe they have the American one. I don't think they have. They used to have the Mexican one, the Puerto Rican, the Irish. I don't think they have this anymore. So I love having relics like this because I checked the other day when I was searching for a Scally, and they didn't have it. So this I got a few years ago. So I'm so glad I picked it up when I did, when they had this out. Because it's so cool to have something that nobody else has. But Brooklyn Boxing, maybe you can find it on eBay, something like that if you want it. Dope, real dope logo, dope gear. Speaking of looking for a boxing Scally, I didn't want to just do the Mickey Ward unboxing. That's why this is part two of this boxing edition. But aside from the Contender and the Marciano and the Mickey Ward from BSC, there's no other boxing Scallies. I looked up boxers, see if they had clothing lines. I looked up all different boxing gear websites. I tried, Google searching it, keywords, Macari, Poshmark, eBay, nothing. There's one you can get made in the UK, and it will take weeks with a little boxing glove on the side. But I did find one on boxingforfitness.com. And on boxingforfitness.com, they have gear, they have hats, they got shirts, but it's like a network. You could join it, hook up with trainers in your area, and you could do online training. It's very cool, and they have a merchandise shop. So I called up the guy. Orlando picked up the phone. Boston guy, I'm a New York guy, busting each other's balls right away. Very cool guy, very responsive. Said he didn't have any black in stock, but he did have one white one left in stock. So I don't know if it was a promotional thing or if he's going to restock it, but hopefully he does since I'm showing it. Boxingforfitness.com if you want to check that out if he restocks these. Orlando, you might want to look into restocking them because this is like a one-of-a-kind thing with the boxing glove on the back. So anyway, it was crazy and wild because he's part of Mickey Ward's inner circle. He's from Somerset, Mass. He sets up a merch table at the Lowell Auditorium for the Golden Gloves, which Mickey Ward's always there. So I thought it was wild that I'm trying to get another hat in addition to the Mickey Ward hat for my boxing edition. And I think I'm getting a hat from some random company in Nevada. And I call up the guy, and he's from Boston. And he's from not far from where Mickey was from. So the fact that that all came together was crazy. So without further ado, let me show the cap. What I love about this cap is, of course, that BFF Boxing for Fitness logo on the back with the boxing glove, but also that it's white. And all you guys, I know a lot of you guys, Boston Scally fans and Scally Cap fans, it's not easy to get an all white hat for the summertime that looks fresh. That's why it's almost like serendipity that the black was out and he only had the one white left. Not only is this probably something that nobody else, I'm not going to see anybody else with, but it's fresh for the summertime and light. So if you see inside, it's got that mesh material, very breathable for the summer. And just the fact that it's all white. You know, how rare is an all white cap? I mean, the Cape Codder I have from Boston Scally you can't find anymore. They have the all white driver, which is the golfing cap. That's about it. I tried to get a Bot Vela all white newsboy cap from Amazon. That ran too big, and I've seen a lot of people having problems with that running too big. But this right here, so cool for the summer. Fits perfectly. I think it's a one size fits all. But with that, it has a little flexibility for the one size fits all. I think it's dope. It's going to be fresh for the summer. Just like this. But then also, if I want to slip into boxing mode, do a little ant ox backwards, you got the glove there. You know, you got the glove there. So just something simple like this. Not expensive. I think it was $14.50 or something like that. I love getting caps like that. One of a kind things that aren't too expensive. So I thought that, you know, the whole thing was fitting for this edition. I'm going to make it quick today since this was a part 2. But another big up to Orlando because I had to wait a little long because he didn't have the black in stock and he had to call the warehouse to get it out to me that this was something they didn't really carry anymore. But I happened to get the last one. It was like, for the wait and for the trouble and everything, he threw me in a free t-shirt, free boxing for fitness t-shirt, established 1993. Orlando was a fighter, I think, back in the 80s. Really cool quality shirt. Fits me well. It's like baggy on the torso, but hugs the arms, which is, you know, that's the best shirt. You can really find shirts like that accentuate like that. Again, big up to Orlando. Big up to everybody listening to my bullshit. I got one cap remaining that's on its way. Hopefully that's not a big holdup for the biker edition, which is up next. And the biker edition is going to be off the chain. I got some ridiculous caps for that to show. So stay tuned for that. It's off the chain. My Redbubble shop. Go on there. Cop a shirt. And, you know, you might have an Anox brand cigar coming your way or a Notorious cigar coming your way, depending on limited supply. I don't know. But, you know, cop the shirt. Rep it. I appreciate the support. You guys know, you know, I'll support all you guys as I've done in the past. So, again, thanks for watching. Peace out.